Just the weather, what effect did that have on the way you played?
Zero effect. Zero effect on my game. No. I just think there were situations where we didn't capitalize as an offense. The game really didn't really go our way as a whole. There were some situations where we had some bad holding calls, some bad personal foul calls. Two safeties, a fumble on my part. Just things that really killed the momentum. We were right in the game. 7-12, and we could have easily went up. We could have easily tied it up late when we were down. I think 14 points, but we kind of got stagnant at a certain point, and weren't able to pull it out.
You talked about giving the guys your numbers. It sounds like it is hitting you that your college career is over.
No, it's not hitting me. Football is football, and like I said, I don't like to. As much as a competitor I am, I don't want to let this game overshadow the fact that we have lives to live. I know that this hurts me just as much as it hurts the other guys in that locker room, and it's just a tough situation. But I wanted to make sure that they knew that despite everything that's gone on for the 4 years, despite this tough season that we had, I was still here for them.
A lot of eyes around the country were on you today. How confident are you that your overall body of work will overshadow the last game people saw?
Well, you know what? That's not really my job to do that. I can't really, sway people's opinions on me. Everyone has their own opinion. People are going to like me. People are going to dislike me. That's just the way the world works. My thing is, every time I take the field for practice, workouts, even games, I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to make sure that I put my best foot forward. Now, my career as a whole, I like to say that I did some pretty good things. Almost got 100 touchdowns in the career, less than 20 interceptions. I think that's a pretty good career. I don't know who's to say if it is or if it isn't, but that's just up for everyone's personal opinion. I think I did a great job. My family's proud of me, and that's really all that matters.
Where do you think you rank in the history of quarterbacks in West Virginia?
Like, once again, that's an opinionated question. There's going to be multiple answers to that, and my goal, is to be the best there was, and that's still a work in progress, and that doesn't stop here. There's a lot in my future ahead of me, and I want to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward, and I'm going in there, focused and ready, and that's really all there is to it.
Did you and Tavon and Stephen at all have any kind of moment in there? Obviously, your guys aren't.
No, I mean we're friends first, and we knew that this was going to be our last game, and we wanted to win it, and that's kind of the gist of it. We wanted to win this game, and we didn't. Now, afterwards, when we have time to sit down and reflect on things, then we'll probably have our moments, probably 20 years from now, 10 years from now. But as of right now, we're just living in the moment and trying to, just be the best we can right now.
Coming off the field, Syracuse fans were really getting at you pretty bad, but you just smiled, waved,
right,
continued on your way. What does that say about your character and your upbringing?
I'm not going to let that stuff affect me. I think everyone knows how hard it is to play this game of football at this level, especially the quarterback position. So, people can say what they want to say about me, but the thing that makes me happy is that I haven't gotten in trouble in college. I was a pretty good student, and I was a pretty good leader in that locker room. And that's really, my goal. What my goal was to be throughout my collegiate career.
At this point, the game's still raw. At what point does your eyes start to kind of shift over to the draft and preparing for the draft? What's next?
Knowing me, right after this, tomorrow, I'm getting right after it, and I'm going to start working out on the 4th, and I'm just going right after it.
What'd you see on the Bowie touchdown that got called back? I guess
they went to a Bear defense, and we checked to our outside zone, which is kind of what you want to get against a Bear defense. I'm not sure whether he held or not. I just think it was kind of one of those situations where at that point in the game, it really affected us momentum-wise because we were trying to claw back, and it kind of took a lot out of us.
How much was momentum effect for you? It seemed like every time you guys did get something going, there was a penalty, there was a broken play.
Yeah, and that's the way the game goes. Momentum is huge for your confidence, just for everything in football. And obviously, we've got to do a better job of handling adversity and getting past that, not letting it affect us. But it did play a key role at that time in the game.
knowing Poland Ford as well as you do, how do you think those two guys are set up to kind of battle each other heading into the spring? How much are you looking forward to seeing how that goes?
Oh man, that's what I'm ready to see. I'm anxious to see it, and I know Dana's going to have those guys battling first thing in the morning. Starting with breakfast. So I'm anxious to see who comes out on top with the starting job, and I look forward to seeing one of those guys prosper in this offense because it's done wonders for quarterbacks, and I think both are capable of running it.
Beyond that, who else do you think could be playmakers next year? With you guys leaving, there's a void at the top there.
I don't know. Every year it seems like it's a different guy in this offense. Normally the outside receivers, we've got a couple of young guys who appear to have what it takes, but it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication and effort. And I think those guys have what it takes to do the job, but I'll be anxious to see just as much as you will be.
If your team's in the top 10 of the draft, what do you want them to know about you as a quarterback, about you as a player, about you as a person?
I'm a competitor first. I want to be the best. I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not going to take mediocrity. Today wasn't one of my best efforts, but I don't think I did a terrible job. But one game does not sum up an entire career, an entire body of work. And also, what I did in college has nothing to do with what I will do on the next level. That's a whole different beast of its own. But one thing that they should know is that I'm prepared to put the work in to be the best, and I'm not going to stop until I am.
Geno, even though the game didn't go your way this week, everything leading up to it and playing at Yankee Stadium, how memorable was it for you to end your college career in New York City?
It was it was very memorable. Had a good opportunity to just bond with my teammates for one last time, teammates and coaches, and just really relax a bit. Get to see what New York's all about. Get to walk the Big Apple and take a lot of pictures with these guys. Memories that'll last forever. And although the game didn't turn out how we wanted, it was still, some good with this trip that we made.
Okay, one more question. That's it.
The first safety, did they just catch you in something? Like you guys were going left and it came from the right?
Yeah, and I was actually going to check the run, but I just left the pass on. I felt like, I could get it off before they got to me. They sent the extra guy off the right side that we weren't able to pick up, and he got right in my face. Wasn't able to escape the pressure and throw it away, and just took a bad safety.
If you get the pass off, like it was one-on-one.
Yeah, I actually evaded the first guy and was getting ready to step up and throw it, but wasn't able to.